joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. Durant lets it fly just off the mark.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kevin Durant has it. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. No good. Takes stock of the floor. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Strong finish for Paul George. This is already getting out of hand.
Coaching strategy 101. You probably want to utilize a timeout to disrupt the pace of this other team. This game is starting to get out of hand quick and early.
From long range, Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Beverly into the front court, up by 6. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 4. Good start.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Leonard. His first effort off the mark. Durant with the basketball up top. Trailing by 10. Driving right to the basket. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
George, great feed, and stuffs it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Clippers have got it. To Paul George. Kevin Durant swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Durant. 4-3. Good sign that time, Jay, as they get one to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. Gets it at the top of the key. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
And finishes strong. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Irving knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for the Clippers.
Clippers have the basketball. George. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Kyrie Irving, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
To Irving. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Kyrie Irving for 2. Not that time.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 6. Kyrie Irving. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
And the slam.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Irving. He made his first effort, but not that time. Oh, emphatic slam.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. First quarter's complete. The Clippers are out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Defense! Defense, let's go!
Leonard. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Kevin Durant, 4 out of 7.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To number 00. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Durant across the timeline. Down 11. Navigating through traffic. Durant to the basket, but he can't finish.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To George.
Number 00.
Slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Durant, and they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Irving. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Down the lane to lay it in.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Irving to Dinwiddie. Probing the defense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
George, tough shot. He hits. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Kawhi!
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. New blood coming in for both sides. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Here's Durant for 2. He's looking for that touch.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Durant. Kyrie Irving, now 4 for 9. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Brooklyn with the basketball and a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. Into the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 4.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
And scores. Great body control on the step through. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Nets have the basketball. Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off 1 leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
To Paul George. Fires the 3. Can't connect. To Irving. Here's a chance from long range. You know Kyrie, 0 hesitation. Buries it for 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Michael Green, snatching it out of the air. Paul George fires, cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. It's LA Clippers ball. Patrick Beverly. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. Here's Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. Nothing going here on that drive. Spinning shot won't fall. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Baseline drive. Easy path to the rim.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
They'll get it down to Leonard. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Kicks it outside. Lets it fly from long range. Shakes free and hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Beverly to George. Shot from the lane won't go. Nets have it.
I got ball. This is all me.
Durant to Irving. And the Clippers with the rebound. Irving into the front court. Trailing by 15. Short jumper stays out. To Paul George. Trying to cash in. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To George. For three. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Kyrie. And the Clippers have the rebound. To Beverly. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. George. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kyrie. And George able to gobble up the rebound. Leonard. He drills the three.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To Williams. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Leonard.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. To Leonard. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Montrezl Harrell sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Won't go down. To Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Lou Williams, he doesn't miss many of those. A wide open look for three.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2.
Oh, yeah, go right back to you.
Clippers have it. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Irving, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
George, another chance. To Harkless. Has a look. That won't go. And it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. Kyrie across the timeline. His guy's down big. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't blame the defense. Mo Harkless, tough three.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Irving. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
With a drop step. Scores from the post.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Williams fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Irving. Beyond the arc for three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. Durant against Paul George. To Irving. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Kawhi Leonard tips it. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Can't connect on the first free throw.